What is going on? Is there anybody in the live? Anyone? Anyone awaiting? Let's see here. Let me see if I can find some comments. Nobody's in the comments yet. It's all right. I just went live, so we're okay. And looks like I'm all alone, so I'll just be chit-chatting with myself, unless you're watching this at a later time than I'm talking to you. But until people get in, I will remain silent. Is there anybody in here? I see everybody's just chomping at the bit to get onto my live stream. Everybody is. They're just shy. That's all it is. They're just shy. That's all. They don't want to be the first. Whew, what a week. What a week, guys. What a week. I might just be hanging out for an hour by myself. You know, by this time I had at least 2 people on last week. Yeah. Not this week. Maybe the show was terrible. I don't know. I had a good time. I'll tell you that. I had an excellent time last week. Ben, my saving grace. Man, what took you so long, man? It's 1 minute and 46 seconds into the show, and there you are. You might need a drink. You might need a drink. BRB. Yeah. Mr. Ben, thanks for showing up to my second live stream. While I got you, you can probably comment if you want, but I am naming this the most irresponsible live YouTube in lawn care. The reason why is because I'm going to talk about anything. Nothing's off limits, Ben. So this should be fun. And a drink might actually help that too. I have a drink. Coke Zero. Totally unleaded in every way. You know, live is always a little bit weird for me because you have this awkward time, right, where you're waiting for people to come on. And Ben, you know, I've been on your show before, except you never have a lack of people coming on your show. Never. Which is wonderful. It's because you got character and charm. I'm a little different. I really have to dig deep. My buddy Rob. Hi, Rob. So my Oklahomies are here, minus a couple. Are we besties now? Yep. Now, last week, Rob, you were on the show, but Ben, you weren't. And last week I was in my bedroom and the lighting was terrible. So I decided to move it in the garage, but the garage is blistering hot. So it's like hot outside. The garage is like hotter because there's no airflow. So, but the lighting's right. So I'm hanging out with the mowers. I'm on my trailer and hanging out. So guys, how was your week? I've got a lot to talk about with my week, and I know I'll get to it, but what was y'all's week like after the rain? I think Ben actually went to get his drink is what I think it is. Light is a lot better. Yeah, I know. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I put the lights in here. I don't even know why I didn't even think about coming out here in the very beginning, because that's one of the reasons why I put the lights in here, so that I could have better video quality, and it really is better. And I'm surprised because my webcam on this computer, this is like a $300 Dell special. It really can't handle a lot, but the camera is actually pretty good. And I've tried a different one, and I didn't realize that the resolution was actually worse but anyways, this camera is just fine. Yep. And the sound is good too, I assume, because I went back and rewatched the last week's live stream, and my sound was pretty good. I like the idea of doing these earbuds. They work pretty well, I think. Yeah. So, guys, what do you guys want to talk about? What's going on, Danny? Welcome, man. It's good to have you back. It probably would. I should probably do that, but you know what? I'm probably not, because I have to jump off this trailer. And I feel like the more times I do that, it's just a matter of time before I get clumsy, but not really get clumsy and fall. I am clumsy, so it's just, I know I'm going going over the edge. So I'm going to limit the amount. It's not that bad. I mean, it's blistering hot, right? But it's hot. I'm going to be sweating, like, really. But I think I'll bear it. Where am I located? I'm in the Oklahoma City area. So I'm about 40-ish minutes from Bend. Let's see here. I guess it's mostly east. It's a little bit north, but mostly east, about 40 minutes from Bend. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of weird, actually, if Ben is still in here. I heard that Ben got like 8 inches of rain where he was at, and we got a lot of rain, but we didn't get 8 inches. I still mowed like the next day, and I probably could have done some mowing that day, but yeah, not very far. I didn't have to go very far for Ben, so it was pretty easy. I had to wait for the sun to go down. We got 8, yeah, 8 inches. You guys got hammered. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how many inches we got, but it wasn't 8. I bet you it's probably half that at least. But we had like just a steady rain. 8 inches in 3 days. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was 8 inches in one day. I was like, whoa. William? Is that William? Dude, it's been forever. Where you been, man? So cool. So cool. Eden Lawn Services in the house. Awesome. Well, now that I got a few people in the room, just a few people, I'll just kind of do a little bit of an intro. I actually kind of already did it. Hello from Edmond. Hey, Byron Robb from Edmond. You got a lawn care business, or are you just interested in lawn care? So you hang out with us weirdos. Yeah, man, my favorite people are all in one chat room. That's awesome. That is awesome. So I'm doing this from StreamYard, which a lot of you guys are pretty familiar with, but this is my first time using StreamYard. So let's see here. So I don't know what I'm doing. Is basically the way it is, but I'm going to try to mess around with some of these banners. So I'll throw this one up. Ding, ding, ding. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And then I go back to comments. And David Live. Welcome, David Live. Man, that was an awesome video you got, because I'm a little jealous, actually, because I didn't get any seeds from China. And I feel a little bit left out, especially since, like, that's kind of one of my things. I like to plant seeds, and I didn't get any. So, and I was kind of wondering how they were tasting too, but I might have to call Russia. I'm pretty good friends with Russia, so I might see if they'll send me some seeds if China wants to be snobs about it. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys are really proficient in StreamYard. Yep. I'm like a computer idiot for the most part, and I have trouble, jockeying different things. So that banner's probably going to be up there for a little while. They were great taste. I could tell you're really enjoying them. You're like, yum, 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 yum. Yep. Part-time lawn care. Yep, me too. Ben is also part-time lawn care. I think everybody else is full-time, I believe. Yep. Part-time lawn care. You ever thought about doing full-time? I asked that for a reason because there's benefits to part-time and there's benefits to full-time, and there's also negatives to both of them. So I'm kind of curious, are you part-time by choice, or is full-time an ambition of yours, or what's going on? So thanks, Mattel Lex, for yeah. So guys, I said before anybody ever got in here that this is going to be the most irresponsible YouTube live in lawn care. And the reason why is because I am willing to talk about anything, literally anything. I don't care if it's religion, that happens to be my favorite topic. If it's politics, we'll talk about politics too. I have an opinion on that, but the thing that everybody needs to keep in mind though on my show is that I don't know very much though, but I have an opinion about everything, and it's always fun to talk about and then share kind of people's perspective. And anyway, so nothing's off limits as long as we keep it friendly, and that's about it. So yeah, we're going to be irresponsible with our talk in that way. We're going to talk about whatever we want, and it's kind of like open mic. So if you guys want to talk about something, let me know. Full-time is a long-term goal. Cool. Excellent. Yep. Did any of you guys in here that are full-time, did you guys start out part-time and then go full-time? You got any advice for Mr. Byron Robb from Edmond, Oklahoma? Because I honestly don't have any advice on that. I know what I would do if I had plans to go full-time, but I don't have any plan for that. I plan on staying part-time forever. You're out on politics, want to keep my blood pressure. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That will get people's bloods boiling, and it really is right now. It was kind of crazy because today, this isn't really politics. It's more like world events. And this is the first time I've ever said anything on YouTube about COVID, because I typically don't like the subject, but I'm willing to talk about it. But in Oklahoma City, and a few other towns around here, we've got mandatory masks now, and when you're out in public. And I hadn't really been out in public. Tinker Air Force Base has had that for a while, so I was kind of used to that. But we took my mom out for dinner, which is funny because she paid for her own birthday dinner. She always does that. You can't stop them. That's the way parents are. We're going to be like that with our kids too. But nonetheless, we went out to eat, and I was wondering about the mask thing. And I saw the sign, and it said masks were required basically until you get to your table. And I don't know how you guys fall on this, but I guess I just kind of wanted to test it. I don't know. So I didn't wear a mask at all, and nobody said a thing to me. So I don't know. Caleb's Lawn Care. What's going on, guys? It's good to have you guys. Man, awesome. Good group of guys tonight. Good group of guys. Nobody else does it? The mask, you need to watch my mask video. I probably do. Yeah, I know I do, actually. Nobody does it. Does the mask? Is that what you mean, Ben? Like nobody wears the mask? Tell your mom I said, oh, I will, Rob. By the way, she wants you to come back and paint. She hasn't called you yet. They're not ready, but they got more painting. Knowledge is power. Oh my gosh. Now, where are you at? There you go. Knowledge is power. That's my boy, Brandon. I haven't talked to you in so long, man, and I'm sorry. I know. Long time I talked. I was just saying. So it's cool to have you, man. Mr. Rob. Yes, very few. Yeah, it seems to be like there's three camps when it comes to the mask. It's you're either on the, like, you got to wear a mask like all the time, like even if you're in your own car by yourself driving down the road, like in North Dakota, where there's like a population 2. And then there's the other camp that says, I'm not wearing a mask. Everybody's a fool. I'm not wearing a mask. And then there's the people that are kind of in between, like, if I have to, I suppose. And I guess I'm kind of in that, except it made me feel really weird out at the restaurant today. It made me feel really weird and really uncomfortable. And I just chose not to. Nobody said nothing. And in California, my sister, she's been running around to all different kinds of places. And they've had a mask requirement for a long time. She's not wearing a mask. She's the only one not wearing a mask, and nobody's saying nothing to her. So I thought that was really weird in California. I know one thing, that I'm ready for summer to end. I know, I am too. Are you changing the subject, William? You might be. I'm not sure. I am. But if you're like me, man, like, I just want the heat to go away. I don't really want to stop mowing, because if I stop mowing for like 2 days, I start itching. You know, I'm like a dog. Got to get that mower out. Got pneumonia Ben with it? You got pneumonia with it? Oh. So that's a true to life story, because that was one of the things about those masks that they were saying, is that it could actually be unhealthy because you're trapping bacteria in there. And I didn't know where I fell on that, but there you have it. You actually have cases of that. See, that's the thing. Everybody's body is so different, right? Everybody's body is so different, and how they're going to react to different things. And I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But then there's some people that they have conditions where they do know, and but what I've heard is what's happening is the mask requirement. It's like an ordinance, not a law, right? It's an ordinance, and then a lot of these businesses are like, yeah, you got to wear a mask, but unless you have a health issue, but we're not going to ask you about that. So therefore, they're basically not going to ask you about the mask. I know, and I think your heat's a little bit more intense than we have in Oklahoma here. I'm not sure, but maybe it's your humidity. I'm not sure. I know in your videos, you've always got a wet towel around your neck, and I did that too. And man, that makes such a difference, and it does burn you out. It kind of makes you dread going out there some days, but only 4 more weeks, at least in Oklahoma, 4 more weeks, and then we can get that temperature going down. Are doing Jay? Yeah. Ben was saying that there's some people that are going to go do GIE anyway. I was supposed to go hang out down there. Ranger too, because when Ranger was visiting, he told me that he was probably going to be heading out there too. And I don't think I'm going to, if I could be honest. I would like to go, but I think what I'm going to do is, because I think the priority is shifting back now, because now I'm going to have an opportunity that I didn't expect to maybe have a one-on-one vacation with my wife. So I think I'm going to do that, and then wait for next year. Takes more. You have COVID. Wow. Oh my gosh. So are you getting all the symptoms that go along with it, or are you more asymptomatic? Been 105 all week, and over where Eden Lawn Services, they're 105 all week. This is funny. This is what happened last week too. We just kind of bounced back and forth. I hope everybody's okay with that. Yep. 105 actual temperature, or is that like heat index? Mid-October, you stop mowing. I stopped mowing, believe it or not, into November. Even after the grass stops growing, I'll still mow some, just to get things kind of cleaned up and looking good for the winter. Because what happens is if you don't mow, even after the grass has stopped at least one time, then you still get like these little scragglers, and some people don't care. And I honestly don't even care that much in my yard, but it's just kind of nice. And in Oklahoma, let me tell you, dormant Bermuda looks really good cut. Yeah, it has been gorgeous. It's been like perfect. Like, Oklahoma is the place you want to be. Oops. Hey, Worley, what's going on, man? Hey, it's no problem, man. It really is my pleasure. I hope it worked well for you yesterday. I think you said you're going to take it out. Because I sent you 2 batteries, and I knew one of them was good, but I wasn't sure about the other one. But I wanted to make sure that you had a working battery in there. Actual heat index of few. Oh wow, yeah. Excuse me. Kick you out of stores with the mask now. I know, right? Yeah. Rob said Rob says it was funny last year because they would kick you out of a store if you were wearing a mask because they thought you were going to, like, that's suspicious, right? Now it's just normal. And I don't think we're going back. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. I don't think we're going back to, I think we're going to be like Asia now. I think people are just going to be scared for the rest of their life, and I think that's a little sad. I really do. Chris from Blind TV, what's going on, man? The other one's bad. Okay. Yeah, I still need to send you that video because what you can do is you can get, okay, guys, anybody got any Chicago Electric tools? Chicago Electric, the famous Harbor Freight brand, they pretty much discontinued everything. That whole line is gone, and they put all kinds of eggs in that basket, and people bought it like crazy because it was cheap, right? And the cordless stuff was 18 volt. It wasn't lithium, so everything was super, super cheap. Yeah, I know. I loved them too. I really, really did. But the batteries were an issue because they didn't have the smart chargers. So it was really difficult to maintain the batteries. Well, now they don't sell the batteries, right? So that impact that that Worley has now is a Chicago Electric, and I knew I had one good battery for him. But there's a guy out there that found out that you can use Master Drill brand batteries. You can take the battery pack out of it, and you can solder it into the casing for the Chicago Electric, and it works just fine. So it looks like it's fairly simple if you know how to solder. He said he wasn't like an electrician or nothing like that. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing, man? Good to have you. Okay. Got a phone call. Take it, brother. Hey man, I planted fescue in July and it worked beautifully, my friend. They said plant late September. Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. Fescue, I didn't have any luck with planting cool season grass in the warmest temperatures, so that's pretty good. Did you have a lot of shade there? Was there a lot of moisture, or what do you think was the reason why your fescue germinated when it wasn't supposed to? Leave aside rain, whatever. They are cheap, but they last a long time. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with the tools themselves. That Chicago Electric, haven't had any problems with the tools themselves. Just the battery is the only thing I ever had a problem with. Yep, they are. Yep, they're here. And Scott from Canada is in the house. It is good to have you, Scott, man. I got to figure out, hey, can anybody step me through the process of putting an invite out, that link into the comments? I would love to invite anybody that wants to come. Comments on a private browser though. Okay, see, Ben, that's how technology dumb I am, is because I honestly don't know even what a private browser is. I don't even know what that is. Some shade, but you water the crap out of it. That must be it then. As long as you water it well, then it must be fine. But yeah, I've been really hesitant. So I'm still gonna put my fescue out probably late September, mid-October. Gun, what's going on? Man, you guys are making me feel like a superstar. I'm telling you, man. So fun. I don't have anyone blocked my account, but I do see it on print. That's messed up. Can't see what's going on, okie dokie. Hey, by the way, one of the reasons, I said this in my last video, but one of the reasons why I want to do live is because I think it's more interactive, for sure, by far. But let me know, because I see your screen names, but honestly, I don't know everybody's actual names. So if you don't mind, just like putting your name and where you're from, that I would love that, just to help me to get to know you. And I hope you don't take that like negatively on me, but it's like, just like for me, it's like remembering a name. Just even if you see them, they say you got to use it like often, right? So that you remember. So I want to remember everybody's names, So go to a private. Okay, go. Go to private window and watch the comments. Eden, you've been blocked if you can't read there. Okay. Scotty Tulati from Canada. I know, right? Yep. I was hoping to get another fella from Canada, Prime Maintenance, because the reason why is because I got a sticker from him. I was hoping to get him. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If he pops in, I'll just remember. But I got a sticker from Prime Maintenance, and I think this is a really cool company. And I went looking for their YouTube channel, but I didn't see one. And I thought maybe their Instagram might have a link to their YouTube, but it didn't. So I don't think they have a YouTube, but they do have an Instagram. And if you just search Prime Property Maintenance, you'll find them. And they do a lot of stuff. They're from Canada. They're from Saskatchewan, Canada. And I have a special heart for Canada. I spent a little bit of time up there, up in North Dakota. It was my first duty station in the military, and I really enjoyed my time in Canada. I am Rob Live. I like the lives better. You like the lives better, Rob? Oh, I think I do too. I think I do too. It actually takes less time because I'm only going to do this for an hour, so I got about a half an hour more. Andrew from Greenville. Okay, Greenville. I think actually you put that in there once. Originally from Albany, New York, from Northern. So you're not, Andrew, you're not associating with those New York Cityers, are you? I know that there's a big divide. If you're from upstate New York, that's totally different. And I agree, it is. I'm not making fun. So Andrew from Albany. I think Rob should jump up there with you, Matt. I know. How do I get him on there, guys? How do I get him on there? Do I just hit the invite button? New lawn care drama? You know what, William? I pretty much segregate myself from lawn care drama. A long time ago, there was a bunch, but I think a lot of that drama has been ironed out as far as I know. And some channels I'm watching, some channels I'm not watching so much. But I know DLT has been restored for the most part. So I've been seeing him. He was actually on my live last week, and I was really excited to have him. But as far as drama, I haven't heard of any drama. If we talk about drama, I'm not a drama kind of guy, but hey, I said we'll talk about anything, right? So let's do that. Can't see Worley either. I haven't seen a comment from Worley in a little bit, so I wonder if he left us. Okie dokie is Ron from South OKC. Have we run into each other before? Have we met? Because I'm from South OKC. If not, we should probably run into each other sometime. I can almost guarantee we passed in our trucks or something. Haven't heard from him. No, you can't read them on private. Got to go back up and see Ron. Ron, there we go. Yeah, I know. I think it is better to stay out of drama, but I haven't heard anything. Usually it spreads pretty fast, and even if you stay out of it, it's not hard to catch up with it, at one time or another. But I haven't heard anything, so I guess not, Mr. William. No drama. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen me yet. Okay. We must be working different neighborhoods on different days or something. But it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. And if not, obviously you have my Instagram or YouTube or whatnot. Give me a message, man, if you ever want to meet up. Have fun. Yep. Okay. So if y'all ain't got any questions, or any more questions, I should say, man, what a week. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't have a bad week. It wasn't a bad week. It was just like a weird week. You ever have like a weird week? I had one of those. It was a weird week. One day, couple days ago, I was out mowing, and you ever have a day where you just screw up every lawn you mow? I mean, this is my 6th lawn care year, and I've never had a day where I just consistently screwed something up on every lawn. And I don't know. I mean, and I don't really have new clients. I downsized last year, so these are lawns that I've been mowing for years. You know, some of them ever since the beginning, and just all of a sudden, you know, you're cutting rings all over the yard. You know, and then, and that was just me. I mean, I can't blame that on the equipment. However, I've been having cut quality issue with like every mower I have. That commercial 21 I just bought, love that mower. I haven't even got 50 hours on it, by the way. That's why I haven't done a review on it. But all of a sudden, it's just like bogging on me. And I'm not blaming this on my wife. I'm not, but my wife's mower was down. So she was using the commercial 21, and then I get it back, and all of a sudden it won't. It's just not cutting. And obviously that's affecting the cut quality, so it's not happening. Just checking the comments here real quick. The dreaded bad day. I know we all have on this, and I've had bad days before, but like, you know, you're going along and I mean, oops, scalp that. Oops. Are you serious? Like I just did that, you know? And oh yeah, I hit a little solar light, broke the little solar light, you know, just, I hate those solar lights, by the way. Do you guys hate those solar lights? I hate that. I hate them things. Hate them. Dave's out of here. Did I miss you, bud? David, I got to scroll back up. Oh, later. I have to go, Matt. See you. Okay, man. We'll see you next week if you're still in. Tippy Tiger, what's going on, man? It's good to have you. Hey, I asked everybody to put their real name in, or whatever name they want to be known by, and where they're from, because I want to get to know you, and I want to get familiar and know where you're from, so I'm not ignorant of who's with me and supporting me, and so I just want to connect. Ben, what's your question, man? Was it a long time ago? Shattering glass doors. I bet that's getting expensive for you. I know my son shattered a glass door on mine with the little, you know, in between the glass shades, and that thing was like almost $400. I think it was like $360 something. Not installed. It's just the door. Yep. So you just pay for that stuff, or do you claim that on insurance? Because, you know, when I first started lawn care, I wasn't carrying insurance. I figured I'd just pay for that type of stuff. I know, risky, but I have insurance now, guys. Mainly because I have to, because I'm spraying. But nonetheless, yeah, I figured I would just pay for that stuff. But are you submitting that stuff to insurance? Is there like any negative effects to like an auto, like to where you can like sidestep, you know, stuff like that going on a record per se, or you know, you just settle it up right there? Out of pocket? Yeah. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tippy Tiger. Yep. You know the Juggernaut? Juggernaut's up there in Tulsa area. What makes me happiest besides family or religion? Take a few minutes to let it sink in and tell me your thoughts on that question. Okay, take a few minutes to think of what makes me happiest. That's actually a tough one, Ben, because you know me, and pretty much my faith in my family is like everything. But I'll let it sink in, and I'll see if I can get it. It's an excellent question. What makes me happiest? Oh, I might have an answer, but I might have to think about it more. Heck me, I want to next year. Yeah, Rob, I hope we do go back next year, 2021. So I did not cancel my ticket or ask for a refund. I'm just sticking with my registration for 2021 for the GIE. For those of you that don't know the GIE, although I don't know who doesn't know, but GIE is canceled. for this year due to COVID. I know it is. I knew your top 2 answers already. I know. Yep. The name of my channel, or part of my, the intro isn't on these lives, but it's faith, family, and lawn care. And I'm not so sure that lawn care is my happiest. I'm not so sure. Lawn care does make me happy, no doubt about it. Makes me happy, but does it make me happiest? That's a good question. And I think I have an answer. Excellent. I'm invited back to the house that we didn't stay in this year, but we will stay in next year, I suppose. We're working with Rob, you know what? You're reading my mind. It's the collaborations with Acme and Rob. Yep, from Waymaker Lawn Care. Yep. Says that happiest. Yeah. Yep. I'm going. And I'm one of the reasons why I'm really super sad that we're not going is, and this might sound a little bit, don't pull no man cards from me, but I really want to meet you, Scott. You were one of my first supporters, and our channels have been kind of growing with each other, and you really been this year has been a great year for your YouTube. You're doing a great job. I mean, excellent job. And but yeah, you supported me early on, and the channels I like to watch, I feel like I have kind of a connection with, so they're not always like the huge channels, and they're not always, like the most popular channels and things of that nature, but they're guys that I feel like are like me, and I feel like you're like my Canadian twin or something, although we look nothing alike. I'm much taller than you. That's not true at all. Ben, I thought you were. Yeah. So, okay, guys, I'm going to answer Ben's question before he gets impatient and leaves. Okay, guys, if you guys have watched, I find a place to share for you. Have to find a place to share for GIE. Yeah, Scott's looking for a place to share. Hey, manager, we're going to Louisville on the same day. Okay, yeah. If you guys have watched some of my videos in the past, and not very many, you'd really have to be a faithful watcher of mine to pick this out. But I'm pretty sure I mentioned in one of my videos bowling. I totally love bowling, like a lot. Like I'm really happy when I'm bowling. Really happy. It's when I was a kid. Okay, see, my mom and dad, they got divorced when I was 5 years old. And my dad took me to a bowling alley right around that time. I can't remember if but it's like somewhere like 5 to 8 years old, something like that. Took me down to this bowling alley that was really more tavern than it was bowling alley. And he used to serve me up cherry Cokes with grenadine. It'd be just a regular Coke. It was like before cherry Coke was existed. And they throw grenadine in it with all kinds of cherries. And they really soup it up for me and my sister. And he took me bowling. And I think I have an emotional connection with it that I actually don't have with my dad right now. And so I don't know if it's some weird psychological, I got some daddy hurts going on. I don't know. But when I bowl, it kind of takes me back to when I was a kid, and it was kind of like my life escape. And I just connected with knocking 10 pins down. And I continued that my whole life. And I joined the military when I was 20 years old. And I grew up in leagues. I worked at bowling alleys. Like I seemed like I was always working in a bowling alley. I might have had 2 or 3 jobs, always working at a bowling alley. And oh my goodness. Well, Ben, man, you have no idea how much you and Karen and JT have blessed my life, man. So, I mean, I'm on the receiving end of our relationship, I'm telling you. So, but you mean a lot, man. Your whole family does. And but yeah, so I just kind of continued bowling. And so some of you guys don't know this, but Kevin from Texas Veterans, he's a bowler too. And when he lost his wife, he talked about bowling because he met his wife in a bowling alley. And I got a connection that I don't think he's aware of because of that. It's just bowling's my thing. And I think it's an emotional thing. Watching college football, OSU, right? Like Oklahoma State University, that's your favorite team, right? Pretty sure. You said that once, I'm pretty sure. College football, I don't even know what college football looks like now. I used to watch it all the time before I started lawn care. Now I don't watch any TV. None. You know what, Scott? I think you did say that once. I think you said that once in your video that you're a twin. But are you guys like, is he like stunt doubling you in your videos though? Like, do you guys do that? Are you that close? Deputy Cruz, what's going on? Good to have you in, man. Good to have you in. He likes OU? William likes OU? I know he's got a towel. I know. Yep. Yep, I don't know how he got that towel. I think I know exactly how he got that towel. I think you have one of his towels too, don't you? Georgia Bulldogs. You know, I spent some time down in Georgia. My first year and a half when I was in the Air Force Reserves, I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I drilled in Marietta, Georgia. So they were all Bulldog fans down there. There was a few of that other team down there as well, but most of them were Bulldogs. And man, they're pretty nuts too. See, I grew up in St. Louis. In St. Louis, the closest team that we have was Mizzou, and we didn't really follow college sports. So when I got to Oklahoma, I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like, I don't get it. Like, I thought I went to a different country. But yeah, lo and behold, college football was a thing. I never knew. So when I said OSU, Oklahoma State, that's really out of spite for OU. And because I live in Oklahoma, I figured I kind of had to pick for one of the two. So I picked the underdog. Knoxville is gorgeous. It was really nice to be down there near Gatlinburg, although I only went down there like once, believe it or not. I don't know how that happened, but because I didn't have lawn care then, I was busting tires in Sam's Club tire shop. Just first job out of the military, out of active duty. Romero, did I do that good? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to have you guys. And Byron says boomer, and I will not respond. Tennessee? I'm guessing it's Tennessee. Tea and Grass Monkey. Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We got about 15 minutes or so. Telling you, man, nothing's off limits, man. Nothing's off limits. Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you guys my week. Yeah. Okay. So I'm messing everything up. I'm breaking stuff. I'm scalping stuff. I just forgot how to mow, forgot how to trim. Rookie. The 21 ain't cutting right because for whatever reason it's bogging. I tried to tighten the belt. Beyond that, I'm like, I don't know. I'll just use the Time Master, right? So then I get with the Time Master, and all of a sudden the Time Master is like cutting these like little ledges in my lawns, like the deck's uneven. That's not an adjustable deck. So I'm thinking like, is that a bent? It must be a bent blade, but I don't remember hitting anything. It's weird. So I'm trying to figure out why that's happened. And I think there's some bushings on the adjustment on the front wheels because it's a single lever adjustment. And I think those bushings are bad, but I'm not sure. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so cheap. Should I try to buy them? And then what if they don't work? And so that was going on. And then what else have I got going on? Something. Oh, yeah. I was mowing. This is another thing I messed up. Have you guys ever filled up your gas tank, started mowing for like, and then you just like finish the lawn and you realize your gas cap isn't on? You've been sloshing gas everywhere. Forgot my gas can too. Crazy. Yeah. Coke Zero, maybe, or regular Coke. Too much grass on the deck. Yeah, I checked that. That's the neat thing about the Time Master because it's got like that smart stow, not really smart stow thing, but it goes all the way up. You can see it right here. It goes all the way up, and you can just tilt it all the way back. I got it all cleaned out. I changed the blades, and yeah, still not happening. So my lawns are just looking like, well, from my eye, trash. Blades have to be perfect rate of sharpness on the Time Master. Yeah, I got to tell you, it cuts way better with super sharp blades. And I don't have, I'm still just doing it with a grinder. I would love to go over to Ben's, but it's just, you know, you're about 40 minutes away, man, because you got that, was it RBG 7 million? Isn't that what it is? 7 million? Yeah. Okay, ask Elms Lawn Care about Time Master. He's got one too. Yeah, Elms. I'll have to check that out because I actually, Seth Lawn Surgeon, I direct messaged him. I don't know him. He doesn't know me from Adam, but he did respond to me because he had his Time Master for years, and I figured if something were to break on it, he would probably know about it. And he was like, "No, don't know. Ain't got nothing. Did you measure the deck? Yep. Okay. Well, so 712. Yeah, yeah." RBG 712. I almost said NGK 712. Like dual spark. How's the picnics and camping doing? Yeah, we haven't been on a trip yet, but in 2 weeks, not this next weekend, but the weekend after that, we're going on another trip and we're looking forward to it. Man, it's just like I can see how people get addicted to that camping and want to move in an RV. I've been telling people lately, I was like, if I go home, my wife says she wants to move in the RV full time, I'll be like, we'll do it. Like, no, I still do it. If she walked through that door right now and said, Matt, I want you to quit your job and we're going to move in the RV and we're just going to live a simple life. You know, we'll just, I'd be like, yes, let's do that. That's a good idea. Jay and Christine. Thank you. Oh man, guys, Jay, or Christine, who have I got here today? Or is it both? Hope it's both. But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that I cut the live stream where I did because you like come at like the last 6 minutes of it. So I was sad for that. But it's good to have you, man. Or gal. Man or ma'am. Yeah. Junior. I've got Junior here too. When you come to Dallas, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it in the off season. Maybe would that be something good? You know, that'd be easy to coordinate, right? Maybe head back over to Rosie's. Is that the place? Yeah, we should do that. I don't know though. We don't have anything planned for Dallas yet, but I like going to Dallas. I don't like driving to Dallas. I like in Dallas, but I like going to Dallas and I love seeing you guys. So I hope we can coordinate that. That'd be great. Matt V-Ring is glamming. RVing is glamming. Oh, yeah. I lost something. Both. Awesome. Hello, Miss Christine. How are you, dear? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's been quite a week. The kids have been crazy. Like crazy. Multiple whippings lately. Multiple. So, and I've heard that from a lot of people this week that they've had an off week. So I hope you guys have had a better week than some people. I know there is a lot of people. A lot of people in the chat. It's unbelievable. Like, thank you guys so much for the support. And I'm not like totally out there for subscribers or anything like that, but my subscribers have grown, and I think a few of you are in here, so I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot, because when I do start making a buck or two, I guess just however when that happens or whatever, I have no idea. I know it's small money at first, and I get that, but I'm not doing it for the money, because when I do get money, it's actually going back out to you guys in one form or another. I'm not a half a cent is going to stay in my house that comes from YouTube. So I really appreciate you guys supporting me, because you guys are getting me to a place where I can be more helpful, I guess, because my business philosophy is not the same as everybody. So I don't have a lot to offer in that way, unless you want to do what I'm doing, then I have more to offer or something different to offer. But a lot of folks aren't. They're trying to grow their business, or they're full-time and they want to do lots of different things, where I'm kind of scaling down, and it's just a very specific need. And as long as I can meet that need, then I'm good. Which is one of the reasons why I'm doing YouTube, because it kind of offers something that kind of gives me an outlet, and if I can use this to be helpful in some way, then I'll do that. So the more support I get, the bigger and better I'll be able to kind of have that outflow. Thought I was getting one of those lady chat line video ads with the good looking young chick. Oh. I don't know. The only person I've heard talk about that is Wally. Junior was talking about the Lawn and Landscape Society, and I heard Wally talking about that on his. I think he's pretty involved in that, I do believe. So if it were me, I'd go check out Wally, his Instagram. He's probably gonna be putting some information on that. Crazy Cuts, not this year's. Yeah. It's reinvesting. Yeah. You found me from Ben? Was that for me, Andrew? Yeah. We had oh, good. I'm glad you guys had a wonderful week, Ben and KH. I'm glad you guys deserve every good week that you guys have, because you guys work hard, and very little of your time is actually about you guys. Almost everything you guys do is about someone else. So I think I told you this before, but you guys are some of the most generous people I've ever met in my life. You guys are amazing. Yep. Lawn Landscape. I will not be going to Lawn Landscape Society that I know of. Maybe I will. Not this year, sadly. I plan on being a speaker at that. Are you serious, Ben? It wouldn't surprise me. Are you really planning on being a speaker there? That's a speech I'd want to hear. DLT, what's going on, Mr. Shane? It's good to have you again this evening. We got 7 minutes left, though. And I hate to do that. I'd love to go longer if I could, but when you got the younger kids, it's like you want to make sure you get in there. And I know it's 10, I know, but my kids have been going to bed late ever since COVID hit. So that's the way that is. So, yeah. Well, Shane, we're just we got open discussion going on right now, and I just been kind of rambling. We've been talking about GIE. We've been talking about now we got the Lawn and Landscape Society. Where is that happening, and who is going? I didn't plan on it. Ben says he's going to be a speaker there, and I want to believe that, but they don't know that yet. Maybe after a couple of beverages, you'll be a speaker, like Kanye of Lawn and Landscape. I know. There is a reason to go, isn't there? Yeah. Man, I appreciate it. I do appreciate your support, Shane. And if the growth that I've had on my channel is anything to do with any exposure you give me, I appreciate it. Well, for any of you guys that have given me exposure, I appreciate it so much, so much. I know. I know. Is Wes in there? There he is. Mr. Wes, how are you doing, man? I hope you had a great Sunday, brother. Yep. I'm looking forward to the off season. I think we always say this in the off season, we'll get together better, but the Oklahomies, we got to rendezvous, got to figure it out. Yep. I will be one. They just, okay, I've already seen that one yet. Hi, Abby. How you doing, dear? Doing a great job on those videos, as always. As always. Rob's daughter, Abby, she supports me on Instagram and everything. And it just surprises me that she's interested in my little thing. But I appreciate Abby. And I look forward to seeing her again. You're not going to win with Ben, Abby. You're not going to win with Ben. Yep. Man, and I tell you what, guys, an hour goes really fast. It goes really, really fast. So, yeah, Andrew, we need to do a breakfast. Yes, all of us. All of us. But I tell you what's hard, and I got to bring this up again. What's hard is because I do a Saturday Sabbath, and Rob and Wes, they do Sunday Sabbath. So that's been the biggest challenge for us this year, at least with these three. But if it's after dark, which in the off season doesn't take much to get after dark, then I'm pretty available. So hopefully, the little wrench that I throw in there won't be such a hard thing to work around. I'm being modest. I never know how to react to that because I get accused of that at times, and I guess I probably am. But just people amaze me, and when I look at them, I see how I could be better. I see how I could be better, and I don't always think that way. I mean, I have things in my heart where I'm like, why is that guy being so dumb? And I'm not necessarily talking about anybody's particular, but I definitely have my moments where I'm prideful, and that pride is a part of me, and maybe I just try to suppress that, but I don't know. I appreciate that though, because I'd rather be accused of being modest and humble than prideful and arrogant. So thank you. Yeah. There are 5 other days we can do it, Mr. Wes, and we're going to figure it out. Yeah. Well, guys, we got 2 minutes left. So thanks, guys. Thanks for the great live. Thanks for coming in and supporting me. And if there's something I can do to make it better, I'll try to kind of work with this StreamYard a little bit and see if I can work it out a little bit better. But I just really appreciate the support. And, just let me know if I can make it better. And I'd love to have you guys up here, and, field questions that way, or have a little conversation with you guys face to face, just to add to that connection, add to the reason why I want to do this. And yeah, so we managed to sidestep the real edgy conversation this week, but I know the more we get to know each other, we'll get out there. And that's not my purpose, but nonetheless. Danny, have a good night, man. Mr. Eden, we'll talk to you later. Jay and Christine, have a great night. DLT, great night. Mr. Shane, suggest text with Ben about streaming. Yeah, I do. I need to get with that and get edumacated. Good to see you. You too, Wes. You too. Good night, Mr. Rob. We'll see you later. Hey, before everybody gets out, if they're still here, know I'm praying for you guys. I appreciate any prayers you send my way. Night, Mr. Junior. Lord bless you and your family, brother. Yeah. And I don't know if we have anybody else. We have 16 other people watching. But so anyways, have an amazing week, guys. If you had one of those weeks I was talking about today where you just couldn't get anything right, Lord be with you, bless you, and have a much, much better week this week. Stay positive, stay energetic, and go out there and get it. Go out there and get it, and we will see you guys next week. Pray for me. You know I'm praying for you guys. Love yous, and peace.